What is going on, LEGO investors? So today we're going to talk about a set that's coming out that might be extremely popular with a certain amount of people. So this might be considered a niche set. I think with LEGO, with how they saw the success of a gift with purchase recently, they're kind of running with this theme, or I should say sub-theme, because it might be popular. So I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on this set. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you like this type of LEGO set and used in this fashion to display, or would you rather have different kinds of sets? I guess it can be considered niche because not a lot of people do this hobby to where you can display this, but definitely comment down below. Definitely help the channel, help the community. But let's dive into it. Today we're talking about the Book Nook, the Hogwarts Express. This is item number 76450. This set is 832 pieces. You get 650 LEGO Insider points and it retails for $100. It comes out June 1st, 2025. So I definitely think LEGO saw the success and opportunity with the books are my passion type of set and said, hey, let's keep making book related sets. And this set is kind of unique because I believe you can separate these and use them more as bookends, which is kind of cool. My concern is that it would be a little too light to be a bookend, but you can also fold this set together and maybe put this between some books, which would be kind of cool. I think that's the route I'd go instead of more of like a bookend where they're separate. I don't know. I guess it would have to fit. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Split here. I guess it looks cool like this if there's a few books in between, but if there were a lot of books in between, I don't think it would be ideal and I don't think it would look the best. But it's definitely a solid set. I like the Hogsmeade Express, Hogwarts Express. This is an infamous scene, everyone knows it, so I think there's going to be some popularity to it. Do I think this is insanely expensive? Absolutely. This should be a maximum $80 set. To do it $100, that's a little extreme. So you get Harry and Ron and then Hedwig, two minifigures. That's not ideal. I guess I don't know if you would consider it a benefit. You do have the ability to customize this a little bit, like create a scene in the fold up option, but you're limited in what you can do, and with the amount of minifigures and the accessories, it's just not worth it at $100. I think $80 would be pushing it quite a bit. So at $100, I think this is going to sit on the shelf. No pun intended. But I do think this will be a popular set later on. So because it's going to sit on the shelf, it's not going to sell at $100. The first wave of people are going to buy it, but eventually it's just going to sit. And we will probably get this on a massive discount. I want to say right off the bat, we'll probably get this for $60. If it hits 50, I think that's a potential. I think I might consider buying one at 60. I think we could sell it for 80 to 90. If it goes beyond that, awesome, but realistic expectation for me would be anywhere from $20 to $40 profit for this set, and that is dependent on the sale. And I do think we are going to get this on a massive sale because it's just way overpriced, and it's niche because a lot of people just don't have bookshelves. There are some people that do reading, so I definitely think it's a niche set. But who knows, maybe everyone that builds LEGO sets are avid readers, so it could work, but I'll classify it as niche. So let's take a look at the Books Are My Passion set so we can kind of start gauging, the popularity of book displays. Because this is a book display, and I like the concept. It's smart. I do think there's a potential to incorporate a lot of different sets into bookshelf displays. So the Books Are My Passion. This is the one that came out recently. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to score one of these, and this is probably one of the best gift with purchases to date. I mean, it has a value right now of $93.84. I honestly do not think anyone expected or LEGO expected this to do insanely well. I think this has a potential to hit $100. Honestly, I think it could even hit $120 at some point. I'd love to know if you scored any of these. Like I said, I was lucky to score one of these, and I did not expect it to do this well, and that's awesome. And that really, I think, opened up a sub-theme for LEGO to where they said, let's make more sets like this that you can put on a bookshelf, and maybe there's a lot of people that will buy these types of sets. Alright, so let's take a look at some other book sets so we can kind of gauge what we're dealing with here. So we've got the tribute to Jules Verne's, and I'm probably butchering that name. This is item number 40690. This is another kind of book display. It could be put on a bookshelf, but not in the form of fashion like the Books Are My Passion and then the Book Nook. So this set came out June 21st, 2024, retired June 30th, 2024, and it has a value right now of $34.28. So didn't do the best, and honestly, I don't know who Jules Verne's is. I could be living under a rock, and I'll probably get torn apart in the comments for that one, but hey, it is what it is. Another book type set is the Ideas Pop-Up book. This is item number 21315. This set came out November 2nd, 2018, and retired September 2020. And yeah, it's exactly that. It's a pop-up book, and I think it's an amazing book that they did in this form. The inside, not so much, but it retailed for $69.99, got a value right now of $78.12. So, not the best. Comes with 5 minifigures. They all have a value of $28.05. We got the grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood for $10, the giant for $3.68, and then the wolf for $8.08. So, not the best set, but it's a pretty cool concept. I like it. And then we also have the Harry Potter Hogwarts Moment sets. So I want to say these were fairly popular with investors. A lot of people thought these were going to do very well. You could have scored these, if I remember, for $18. And some of these have a value for $40. It retails for $30. And I kind of wish they will continue with this theme, but I don't know if we're going to see insane profits. I wouldn't be surprised if it maxes out at 50 if we're lucky, but 40 is probably a fair number to expect from these. And I don't know if these were intended to be put on a bookshelf, but they kind of work. You'll see like some of these, the Moments Potion class, that's got a value right now of $30.59. The Charms class, $37.16. The Transfiguration, $33.55. And then the Herbology class, $68.58. That's phenomenal. But let me show you how these sets look so you can kind of see what I'm talking about if you're new to Lego in general. See, it folds up pretty much into a book, and I think it's a solid display as a book. I truly believe that. And you can definitely put these on a bookshelf alongside the Book Nook. I think there's a huge potential. It's niche, but I think a huge potential for Lego to kind of keep making these types of sets. And it's kind of like a subtle way to display set. Mix them in with your books, kind of blend in. It's pretty cool. So although this isn't a display type set, we have to take a look at it. The bookshop. I mean, it's related. This one retailed for $199. Got a value right now of $254.28. So there's definitely popularity in books. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these sets on eBay. And I definitely want to know how you feel about the Book Nook. Do you think it's going to be popular with a lot of people? Do you think they're going to pay a premium for this set in retirement? Or do you only think this is going to be maybe a $10 to $20 profit with this set? So while you're commenting your thoughts and opinions down below, I'm going to go over some of these sets on eBay. So first up is the Books Are My Passion. Item number 40698. $85, $89.99, $84.99, $67, 3 bids, $80, $71, 18 bids, $100, $100, $94.99, $95. Just the box, $1, and it looks ripped. $85, $89.99, $94.95, $90.99. This is doing absolutely amazing, and I can see this going up in price as time goes on. It's such a beautiful set. It really, really is. And then let's take a look at item number 40690. We got $27.88, $42, $29.99, $41.66, $39.99, $34.95, $35, $25. So not the best, but I definitely think it's a solid set. And then let's take a look at item number 21315, the Popup book. Pre-owned, $45.99, $48, $49.95 brand new, $74.95, $79.95, $65, $75, $69.95, $75, $73, $69.95, $79.95. So it's honestly doing pretty decent. Well, I mean, not the best, not the worst. Definitely think it's a great display piece. Closed. Alright, so next up, item number 76383, the Hogwarts Moments Potion class, which is a great display piece. $24.95. All 6 of these for $324. Wow, if this person picked it up, all these for $120, That is a solid return. Dang, I had a chance to buy a ton of these, and this person's earning bank by selling those all together. That's the game you play. See, this is stuff you have to do when you're investing and trying to sell stuff. I mean, selling it together, you can maximize your profit. That's amazing. All right, so we got 20 bucks, 29.95, 29.94, 23.99, 32.95, $50, 30 bucks, 24.95. So yeah, it looks like it's doing roughly around 25 bucks to 30 bucks. Hopefully this one goes up with time because I know a lot of you have some of these. And then next up is item number 76384, the herbology class. We got $59.99, $58.99, $59.99, $59.95, $54.40, $59.95. $54.99, 60 bucks, $64.98, 60 bucks. Yeah, this one, if you score this one for 20 bucks, selling it for 60, some of these selling $77, a little bit less than 72 probably, $64.99. Yeah, you earned a great profit. That's awesome. So yeah, looking after probably seeing how the Hogwarts moments have done, I kind of think there is some potential with this set. I think there's a better potential. But like I said, I need to pick it up on a discount. I'm feeling more $50 for this, and I think there's a chance we could get it because I think it's going to sit on the shelf. But I think it's going to be popular later on. So I think I'm going to try and score at least one just so I have it. If I'm not able to sell it, I'll put it on my bookshelf. So win-win no matter what. I appreciate everyone that watches this video, comments down below, likes the video. You're really helping this channel. You are awesome. I appreciate you. But as always, please do your own research. Have some fun. Make some money.
Video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Do your own research before making any financial investments.